It's time for the Pestrogen Podcast with your hosts, Jenny and Kandyce.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Pestrogen Podcast. This week on Pestrogen, Kandyce and Jenny are embracing the chaos with an episode full of random stories, unexpected moments, and pest control adventures that somehow spiral completely off the rails. From surprise island trips and hotel bug inspections to nightmare roach accounts, ant superhighways, and Rando Brando crashing the episode, the conversation bounces everywhere in the best way possible. It's funny, gross, relatable, and packed with the kind of wild stories only pest control pros seem to collect. So settle in and roll with the randomness, because this episode proves that you never know what's coming next.
Hello and welcome back, all my pretty pesties everywhere, to another rousing episode of the Pestrogen Podcast. I am your co-host Kandyce. Alongside with me, as always, is my beautiful and wonderfully talented termite lady, Jenny Wilson. How you doing, baby?
I am good. I literally just got back an hour ago from a day trip that I that was very fitting with this episode. It was random. We didn't plan this in advance or anything. Last Easter, or this previous Easter, I guess Pa talked to Jay and said, hey, Ma really wants to go to Put-in-Bay. Well, then last minute, Jay was like, hey, Mom wants to go to Put-in-Bay. You should go to Put-in-Bay with Mom. So I was looking into it, and the hotel, there was a hotel in Put-in-Bay, which is in Ohio. It's a little island above Ohio.
Okay. So
I looked into it, and there was a hotel that had a really great rate for a day. And then, so I booked the hotel, and I paid for the ferry to take Ma to Put-in-Bay. And then her and Pa, basically provided everything else. And it was amazing. But it was really random. In one day, we're like, we're going to an island. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We went to a cave. We went to Perry's Cave. We went to a butterfly house. We went into a conservation area. And then we went on the beach. And then we ate amazing perch. Nice. Fish, fresh fish. Oh my god, it was so good.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it was random as fuck.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah. But how are you?
I'm doing good, minus the fact that my dog is barking currently.
Oh.
This whole week, she's been super on edge. Every noise, she starts barking. I don't know.
She's protector dog.
She really is. As you know from the videos you saw.
Yes.
She is much protector, and I love it.
Is that Goldie?
Yes, that's Honey.
Yeah. Or Honey, yeah. Honey. Yeah, but she is a Goldie.
Yeah, she's my yellow lab, but that German Shepherd protector is really showing in her recently.
Yep.
And it's crazy. And I totally forgot. I was going to wear, my blue frames that pop in over these, but they're out in Brandon's car, and I completely forgot.
Aww.
But it's fine. It's whatever. I'll show them to you eventually.
Those are really cool glasses, though.
I see these little marks right here? That's the magnet. And then they just, I hold them by the bridge and just go like that, and they just pop right on there. And they stay, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
They look amazing. Are those transitions?
They aren't. I have the sunglass pieces that go over it. Transitions, I had my old pair were transitions. And they started driving me insane.
Yeah.
Especially during the summer going outside and then having to come inside and I'm going, fuck, I can't see anything. And you gotta take your glasses off because, I'm wearing sunglasses. And I'm like, oh no, I really can't see anything.
Right now I'm extra blind.
Yes.
Not good.
No, yeah. I got them from Pear Eyewear, if anybody was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. I really do enjoy them. And it's kind of nice having a different shape. I've always gone more oval-y, not square. Mm-hmm. But I like them. They're pretty fancy.
They look really good on you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I love it. Yes. Mwah. So how did we get to this topic?
Okay, so last week, prior to our episode, I had posted 4 stories about doing pest control when you're not on the clock. if anybody listened to last week's episode, you know what I'm talking about. Like, just that, like, the smells and seeing the rubs and all that stuff. It's ingrained in your brain. It's there. I think I worded it funny, and, some people understood the assignment, others did not, so it kind of ended up with a bunch of random stories about literally everything. Right. But at the same time, it really works because, well, life in general is very, very random. Like, you can be the most planned out person in the world, and random shit will still happen to you all the time. So it's like you almost have to plan for the random and just hope that it's not super crazy.
Exactly.
But that's what this is about. It's just random life.
We're just rolling with it.
We're just rolling with
random stories. Exactly. Yes. Yep. Just like my weekend where everybody's like, "Oh, go to an island." Okay. I guess I'm going to an island. It was nice to get away.
Yeah.
But
well, we got lots and lots and lots of random stories. So
yes,
I will start with the first one.
Okay. Yes.
Said, been going to a pizza place here in town for several decades. It wasn't until I started doing commercial pest control that I realized the wall sconces every 10 feet were actually fly lights. Now, I kind of understand that because I've been the same way. Like, I never realized the fly light was a fly light until doing this, and I'm going, oh, that's what those are. Okay, I get it.
And even with my previous employer, which I did all commercial, there are different types of fly lights, and sometimes I would miss them. Like, I wouldn't, I'd be like, it would be an account we took from another whatever, and it's like an old style of fly light or whatever. The biggest one for me was hotels, and it would be like a triangle weird dome thing, and it just looks like a light.
Yep.
Like a cheap-ass fucking hotel light, you know?
I have one of those I have to service. I hate it. Because it's where it needs to be.
Yep.
Height-wise, you know. And I'm not a short person, but, like, I can get the piece off of it just fine, change out the glue board, yada, yada, yada. But every time I try to put it back on, I always miss one of the, the latches, and it just, I'm like, oh, it's on there, and I let go, and it's like, yoink, and it falls off. And Every time.
I think I serviced that account for, 6 months before I realized that was a fly light. Because hotel lights can be looking cheap as fuck. They really can. I was like, that's just a light.
Yeah, and you don't want to go screwing with somebody's actual light, and they're like, the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Making sure there's not flies on it.
Right? That's random shit. Yeah. Another one, anytime I walk into an establishment and can smell roaches. Probably shrugged off by public as an old building odor or something like grease. Once you understand what you're actually smelling, you never forget.
Nope.
I was explaining that to Mom yesterday in our hotel because I did the hotel check. Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
What? Wait.
Oh, holy...
Hi!
Holy shit! Speaking of random...
How are you doing? Why are you here? Hello.
I got bored, so I was like, what the hell?
That's awesome.
Okay, for anybody that's just listening, Brandon, my husband, the other half of Family Pest Control, just decided to join us with the name of Rando Brando.
Rando Brando for the random episode.
All the randoms.
Exactly. Yes. How are you, Rando Brando?
I'm good. I got bored on today, so I was like, yeah, what the hell?
Exactly.
That's why you don't give your husband technology.
No, do not give me fun stuff to play with. Mm-mm.
Or a link to Pestrogen Podcast.
Apparently.
A little bit.
That's awesome. Well, any chance we can talk to Rando Brando, it is a pleasure.
Yeah, sometimes.
You said sometimes. Well, you're married to him.
I talk to him all the time.
I listen
That's
really
great.
well.
Yes. He
Yeah.
thinks.
Yeah.
I think.
I bet you're the biggest fan of Pestrogen Podcast, so.
A little bit. It is my morning routine to constantly listen to you guys 2 or 3 times a day because, well,
Aw.
it makes me giggle.
And he's not
That's
joking.
awesome.
He literally does. Because I'll be in the car with him, and it'll be like one of our first episodes he'll be listening to. And I'm like, what the hell are you?
Aw.
Why? And he's like,
That's cute.
because I like it.
I love it. That's like me and Tales from the Crawl Space. I think I've listened to every episode of Tales from Crawl Space like 4 times.
Oh my
Yep.
god, I love Jack and Brad. Like, overly
Yep.
love them to the point that Kandyce has to leave the room.
I get a little worried.
Yeah, fair, fair. You know, whatever you gotta do.
Oh god.
Well,
That's great.
well, thank you for all the randomness, sweetheart.
Yes,
You
And
got
I
it.
will see you. I will see you when I am done here, and we will have dinner.
yes.
I love you. Bye.
Hey, bye. Thank you for the randomness. That's great.
Anyways.
Anyways, but yeah, when we were in the hotel, I kept doing the bug search, and it was making. I could tell like Mom was just like, "Girl." She said, "Leave work at work," and I'm like,
No.
"I'm sorry, I just can't."
Especially with
So-
that, you have to search. You have to. Jude does it when he'd go out on like his overnight trips with the wrestling team. Like,
Yeah.
whatever room he was given, because it was not just him. It'd always be like 4
Yeah.
of them, because it'd be like 2 dudes per bed, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or like one of them would decide to sleep on the floor. He would check the beds, and
Yeah.
his team was always like, especially his freshman year, his team was like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "I ain't taking no bed bugs home."
In the hotel we were in, it was called Victory Station Hotel, and actually the room smelt really nice. It looked really nice. It was a 21 and up hotel,
Oh,
so it was kind of like a party hotel a little bit. So the only thing that really fucking creeps me out, Kandyce, is that the photos above the beds, it was like wall art, but it was in a glass photo frame. I'm pretty sure the shit that was in between that glass pane and the art was bedbug frass.
oof.
I wish I would have got a picture of it, but I was scared to freak out Mom.
Yeah.
And so, as soon as she went into the bathroom, I was like peeling back the sheets and looking. I didn't see shit, and it didn't smell bad in there at all. But the photo frames, every time I fucking looked at them, I was like, But, yeah, but I definitely changed what I got in, and I warned her, like, hey, you know,
Just to be on the
been
safe side.
traveling. Change when we get in, and, you know, whatever, quarantine your purse or something. Because we didn't pack a bag or anything. We just went with the clothes we were wearing and a purse with our pajamas. Because we only went for
Yeah.
one overnight. So
Yeah. That
but
works.
yeah, exactly.
Oh. God, like, even just like the thought of bed bugs and...
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I know I can deal with it, but I don't want to.
Right? It's like, I can do it. I don't want to.
No.
I'm not getting paid for this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next story was stayed at an Airbnb in Seal Beach, California, and instantly spotted drywood termite pellets and damage, and I almost never see them except online. Laugh out loud. That would be, like, I don't know, maybe if
be
you were
wild.
in the area and you were like, hey,
Right.
here's my card.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Right?
Yeah, definitely. I've scoped out 5 or 6 wasp nests on Disney World's Tower of Terror.
Well, I mean, it's fitting.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Especially if you're
Tara.
allergic.
Right?
Oh, God. Now, see, these is where they start getting a little bit more random. Said many years ago, called to home where terrible odors from attic and some interior walls had bad decaying odors. Inspected attic and crawl and found rodent bait toss packets all over both areas, torn and eaten, not to mention dead rodents. Of course, the home was a rat's dream for runaways in buildings. Oh, for runways, not runaways. Anyways, another was I did a roach job on a control rent apartment complex in Sarasota, Florida, where the roaches were so bad they were feeding on kids' eyelashes and body hair at night. Ugh, oh, God. What the fuck? Oh. One unit we cleaned out had a whole bushel basket of German roaches. This place was underserviced by a large competitor at the time hired by the city. What the fuck? Ooh.
Nope. Nope.
Oh
That's a whole lot of nope.
That is an extra amount of, oh, fuck
hey,
no.
I was about to say, hey, and that takes a lot coming from us.
Yeah.
A whole lot of nope. Like,
Yeah. That's
we
like,
we deal with a lot of yep.
Yeah.
Like,
we deal with a little bit of,
yeah.
But no, a
Oh,
whole lot of nope is, ooh, no.
Nope.
You feeding on my child in any way, shape, or form is
I will
absolutely
murder
fucking
you.
no.
Yeah, I will cut your throat. Like, no. Whatever it
Pick one up
is.
with some tweezers and just... It's a tendon knife. Just whack.
I am savage. I'll fuck you up.
Where's your throat, bitch?
Show me.
Oh, God.
Yep. A ton of what looked like spice randomly appeared in a customer's silverware drawer. She vacuumed it out. It was full again by the time she got up in the morning. It was some species of perennial flower seed. She had mice dying in her walls and in general everywhere throughout the home. I saw rub marks on an Ethernet cable outside going under the siding. I look and there's basically a runway for mice between the siding and the exterior foundation of the entire backside of her home. Snap traps galore, 5 fully loaded exterior bait stations. I went and there the morning after. I set all of it up and all of the bait in the bait stations was gone. And customer couldn't stand leaving the mice in the traps. So she emptied those and reset them before I could. After 2 weeks, the activity went down and I sealed the 100-foot runway. Fixed the problem of them getting in the home. When they fixed the huge gaps at the bottom of the corners of the garage door, they stopped getting into the garage. Problem solved.
Damn. I tell people all the time, because around here, like, morning glory and ivy and shit like that just grows like crazy. And people will have it growing up the side of their goddamn houses. And they're like, oh, it makes it look so rustic and pretty. And I'm like, oh, it's an ant super fucking highway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, really? Yes, really. So, yeah, during, like, my services and stuff, because the shit grows so damn fast, I will rip it down off of the building. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I've had nobody complain about me doing that. If I have any of it starting to, like, go up the foundation, I'm like, nope.
Nope. Not letting that happen.
Yeah.
I have that issue with termite jobs sometimes where they have ivy kind of going up their house a little bit. It's not as prevalent here. So when there is ivy going up a house, it's like intentional. Mm-hmm. But I have to trench. I have to. Mm-hmm. Against the foundation. Which ivy is growing against the foundation. So sometimes I have to, like, I don't rip it away from the wall, but I have to fuck up the fucking roots. So, I mean, that sucks.
I will rip that shit out of the ground. Oh, man. And then, like, some of our, like, dandelions and shit that grow here too, especially if they're right by the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Too many times I've had an ant problem there, and you pull that fucker up out of the ground, and there they all are, and I'm going, hello.
Right.
So yeah, I would preemptively rip those fuckers out of the ground. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. And they're like, why are you gardening? I'm like, it's pest control.
Facts. In Put-in Bay, where Mom and I just went, it's a little island above Ohio, between Ohio and Canada and, like, Michigan and stuff. To the point where Mom's phone alerted her that she was on Canadian data on her phone. That was wild. Right. But there was a brewery that had vines going all the way up, and it looked really beautiful and rustic. But the first thing I said was, they've got pest control problems. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks really pretty.
It does.
Oh my god. Between
it's a
the
problem.
ants, mainly, and then if they're big enough...
rodents.
Yeah, you're going to have your mice running up it, and it will be a super highway for them.
Yep. Not good.
And besides the fact that it can just literally ruin your siding.
Yes.
Okay. Next one is there's a local company near me called... I'm not going to say it. Something pest control. A gentleman had contacted him about a stinging insect issue. They misdiagnosed honeybees as yellow jackets, tried poisoning them out without identifying what they were or letting the homeowner know the future damages and risks surely to occur, and charged him. 2 weeks later, they called me and asked me if I can do a cutout for them in his basement since I was new, and it was early in the season, so they wanted me to do it for free. I wanting bees obliged, but then... Wait, hold on. I wanting bees obliged, but then found out that it was under false pretenses. They told me they diagnosed honeybees and referred them to me. Upon speaking with the homeowner, not only did they charge them, not do a good job, and then tried to have me come clean up their already paid for mess under false pretenses, with me thinking the hive hadn't been contaminated. Damn. Like, how do you misdiagnose a honeybee and a yellow jacket?
Girl.
I can understand, like, a yellow jacket to a paper wasp, because they're very similar, especially if they're just flying by, and you don't see a hive or a nest or whatever. I can understand that one. But a honeybee?
Right.
Like, look for the little fuzzies.
Yeah. Absolutely.
How do you... I hate people. I hate them.
Yeah. That's a pretty big fail. Like, it's a pretty big fail at that point. Like, stayed at an Airbnb in Seal Beach, Cal.
Oh, I think I did that one twice.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yeah, because I did that one.
Oh,
I
okay.
Put it in there again. My bad. Go to the next one.
It's so good. Okay. I, quote unquote, stole a former employee's customer by letting him know he had a rodent entry point on the outside of the house. Hole plus rub marks. I was spraying his neighbor at the time it happened, and he just happened to be outside. That's pretty cool. That's good observation skills.
Well, especially if they ask. Like, I've had a few ask.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing pest control, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we're having mice. Well, yeah, I can see the big, huge vent screen you're missing.
Yeah. Of course you are. Like,
yeah, I'm sure you are.
Right. Like, I can see that.
Oh, of course, I did that one twice, too. Okay, moving on. Using a handheld pump B&G to treat home exteriors, and the guy was using Demand CS for an ant job. Well, I mixed up about 3 gallons of Alpine WSG, drank it down, and pissed all over the house. What?
What?
Really, though, to get around windows, doors, soffits, gables, you gotta use a backpack. And you just don't use Demand CS for ants. It's just not done in polite society.
I'm confused.
Me too.
But yeah, do you use Demand?
We got like a free 8-ounce bottle of it.
Yeah.
I think we've used it once.
the only time I've ever used demand is for mosquito control, because I do believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, folks in the comments or wherever, or in my inbox, but I believe demand is a repellent.
Okay.
I don't like using repellents for ants.
Me neither.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
definitely would do the non-repellent and make them kill themselves.
Exactly. We don't want them knowing we're infiltrating the colony. Right. Them social insects are a pain in the ass.
God, right?
So, yeah. A lot of my recent TikToks of all the, like, intricate ant colonies and shit, that was at a house that had been vacant for a long time.
Yeah.
And it had termites around it, and it had, like, multiple species of ants around it. It had carpenter ants, pavement ants, and odorous house ants.
Damn.
All like a huge ass colony on the front of pavement ants, a whole huge ass colony on the side of odorous house ants. Fucking subterranean termites going in through like a storm door that went into the basement and shit. It was
Oh, wow.
epic. It was epic.
I'm going to show you this on here, and then
Yes.
I will actually send you the picture, too. I have a new client that's got 3 sheds in her backyard. And she's like, oh, we're having a little bit of ants in there. No big deal, blah, blah, blah. So I treated the outside of them. And then right before her next service, she's like, okay, the ants are really bad inside there. Can you go look? And I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. So I'm looking around, and sure shit, they are bad in there. So I'm, like, watching them, like, going everywhere. I mean, up the inside of, like, the roof bracing and everything. So I'm like starting at the left, looking up, go all the way to the right. There we go.
Holy, what is that?
That's their nest. All that white, that's all their eggs.
On the roof?
On the fucking, well, on the ceiling. But yeah,
Ceiling,
inside.
yeah, ceiling.
Yeah, here, I'll zoom in
I've
on
never
that side
seen
one.
that
Me
ever in
neither.
person, ever.
Look at that
That's
shit.
insane. Oh my god, that's
was like,
insane. That's so cool.
What the fuck?
That is so cool.
Oh, it is a live photo, so I can actually, like, play it a little bit, and you should be able to,
Ooh.
like, see them moving. Maybe not. Okay, anyways.
Okay.
But
That
yeah,
is
I
cool,
had
though.
to take that picture and send
That
it
is
to
so
Brandon, and he,
cool.
like, I watched it say delivered, read, and then my phone rang. He was like, I have really fucking ants? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That is so cool.
Yeah, here,
They're
I'll
just
actually
like-
send you the picture, too. Yeah, it was so
They're-
many. I'm like, excuse me?
And that's the crazy thing is that ants are so cool, honestly, and termites and stuff. Just stay away from our houses and shit, y'all. Like we find you incredible. Just stay away from structures.
Yeah, there you go. I sent you the
You
two
little
pictures that I took. Then you can, like, zoom in on them and see
Okay,
it
yeah.
better.
Little assholes. Like
Yeah, it was, like, so fucking many. I'm like, how the
Wow.
hell? I'm like, what? Oh my god.
that's insane.
Yeah, so I literally, like, brought her in there. I said, you want to see something cool? She's like, okay. So I brought her in there and used my Arclight Pro so I could use the laser and the flashlight at the same time. And I was like, so I had the laser and I was like circling around him. I'm like, you see this? You see this? You see this one and that one and that one and that one?
Right.
I was
Right.
like, these are all colonies. All of them. And she was like, oh my god. And then you could like literally see, they were like moving the eggs around. What the fuck?
Yeah. That is insane. Absolutely epic.
Yeah, when we were talking about ants, it made me think of that. I'm like, oh my god,
Yes.
hold
Yes.
on. Okay, is it my turn? No,
I
I
think-
read that weird one last.
Okay,
It's like
yeah.
drinking the Alpine WSG.
Yeah. I did an inspection behind another company, which they said they encapsulated it. But they covered up all the vents, didn't wrap any piers, and didn't give them a dehumidifier. And the moisture content was above 9%. Ouch. ouch. I love all those pictures that get posted to PCHD and all these different things when they're like fresh encapsulation, and
God,
it's like,
so
oh my
pretty.
god, that's so like satisfying.
Right? I know. Like, I have a client that, I mean, they're very well to do. I mean, like, very well to do. But they have just like a little lake house, and we cleaned out the rodents from it, and they got their like crawl space area re-encapsulated. But I wish they would have talked to us before hiring the dude that they did. Not that I know how to do an encapsulation, but hell, I know lots of people who do, you know, through PCHD and stuff. I would have chatted with them. Whatever.
Yes.
We would have
Yes.
figured it out. My 16-year-old could have done a better job, because all this dude did was literally throw plastic down.
No, I hate
It's
I hate that.
not cut right to the piers. It's not secured anywhere. And after he did it, it had rained pretty bad. And I went in to go check my snap traps in there. And as soon as I get in, there's like I don't know, probably like a 3 foot by 3 foot by maybe 6 inch deep fucking pile of water in the middle of their crawl space. And I'm going, this was never here before.
Water, no good.
Yeah, and I told them, I'm like, I don't know what you paid for him to do that, but you should get your money back, because this is utter bullshit.
Terrible. Yeah.
And so they're a little bit older, you know, they're not really into going into their crawl space, even though it's not a bad one to get into. So I took a picture of what it looks like, and then I showed them pictures of what it should look like.
Yeah.
Oh, they were not happy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Nope. I've been in some budget looking encapsulated crawl spaces where it's like foam all over the walls and shit. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
It makes doing a WDIR like impossible.
Oh, I
can't
bet.
see shit.
Right?
Like it's all covered in foam. Bullshit.
Oh, God. Okay, let's see. At my old job, I did the regular weekly service at one of the 2 big downtown hospitals in my city. I was walking through the kitchen one week as part of my regular inspection when I saw a new van strip hanging under a shelf right above a steel prep table.
That's
I
not
did
good.
a double take, checked a third time, found several more strips scattered throughout the kitchen, then asked around, did anyone know who placed those? Turns out it was the kitchen manager, because of fucking course it was, who ordered a few dozen pest strips from their restaurant supply website. I tried to explain that I can't even pronounce what the active in new van is. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, that a new van strip shouldn't be used in any area occupied by people for a significant period of time. In fact, the new van label explicitly disallowed any placement in hospitals at all, but she kept insisting, no, it's okay, I bought it from the restaurant supply people, it's fine. The supplier had no labels or SDS available on their website, huge red flag. So I ended up tracking down a new van label and showing her that both new van and her product use the exact same active ingredient in the same concentration and formulation. So the smart move would be to remove the pest strips and not to place any new ones anywhere inside the building. Added a whole 2 hours into my day trying in vain to educate this person who seemed dead set on poisoning their staff and patients. People with their new van strips, man. Oh my god.
Why?
And I love people that, like, want to sit and argue with the pest control. It's like, we literally are licensed and educated and have to constantly be educated in this, and our actives, and the labels. But no, let's argue with me on if something can be here or not.
Yeah. Or the method of treatment or whatever. Kind of, yeah. Like, no.
It's, like, beyond frustrating. Like, I always thought Brandon was joking about it, but oh my god.
Can I punch you in the face so you can understand what the fuck I'm talking about here? Or, like, yeah.
Oh,
It's
when you read this one, if you haven't skimmed through it already, right at the beginning there is a pest control name.
Okay, thank you.
A company name, yeah. So.
Okay. I was called to a house when the Scarlet Letter couldn't locate a yellow jacket nest. When I showed up to inspect, they were there servicing the property. The tech insisted they were coming from entry doors. I located the nest, educated the
Homeowner. I was totally expecting you to say I educated the hoe. Because I mean that kind of would work for the Scarlet Letter.
This is random, so I educated the hoe and explained all the things he missed during his service that would normally be addressed. Specifically, knocking down the Duro spider webs, making this house look like it was decorated for Halloween in the summer. That was an easy takeover, unfortunately.
Sometimes it is that easy.
Sometimes it is that
You're
easy.
gonna slack on doing a typical Gen Pest service, and then you do it shitty. I'll take your shit no time.
Yeah.
That's mine
Yeah.
now, bitch.
Yeah. That's like an admirable lady who posted in Pestrogen once was talking about the people, how it irritates her that some people knock de-webbing so much. Mm-hmm. And she's just like, it's a normal part of every service. Like, why are you knocking it? Like,
yeah. Like, people that, like, freak out. They're like, I'm not your maid. No, you're not cleaning the inside of their fucking house. You're doing part of your job and taking down the spider webs.
You're knocking down the visual activity that, like, makes homeowners go, cool. Like, I feel better.
And I'm, like, especially ones that are, like, super covered in those, like, old dusty cobwebs. You get that shit down, the house is, like, looks like 20 years younger.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look, it's all shiny and pretty now.
Right. You can knock it all you want, but we'll be over here making our customers happy, so, like,
yep.
Deuces.
Yeah. I know, I pulled up to places that, like, yeah, I have pest control. Fucking where? Because visually, it looks like you have nothing.
Yeah, you look like you're in a haunted house. Like,
yeah. You got spider webs everywhere that are so dark, I can't even see the color of your house. And there's like 5 paper wasp hives. So, where's your pest control?
Yeah. I love knocking down the paper wasps and then, like, showing the client and taking pictures of it and stuff. It's just like,
hell yeah.
It makes me feel accomplished, okay?
Right? I was just at a rat job today where the previous company attempted to fill all the holes with spray foam, which was chewed to ribbons and used as nesting material. Bravo, Big Green Tea.
I hate spray foam. I have a whole video just about my hate for spray foam.
We use it sparingly, but we don't ever use it just spray foam. We do spray foam,
layers,
excluder, spray foam.
Yeah, it's like an ogre. It has to have layers.
Yeah. We call it our excluder sandwich.
Exactly. Yeah. Then that's fine. That's perfect.
So when that fucker wants to chew through it, he's gonna get a mouthful of something he don't want in here real soon.
Then gonna break those teeth. Nope. Yep. I took over an account once from another person's company. This is a massive family working ranch, family owned and operated. I am still doing the service there. Said they were not happy with the previous people they had mice. I checked all the existing exterior rodent boxes and they were all completely filled with dirt. I explained and showed them and they just rolled their eyes.
So we just don't even care, like, at all.
It's just dirt. we're just feeding them rodents dirt.
We're just giving them some nesting areas.
Yeah.
No, like, mine will be dirty because, well, I live on the coast. Yeah. Shit blows through them all the time. Or you can tell, like, if a mouse has tried to, like, make a nest in there. You can just tell. I don't ever, like, clean my stations. But if they get overly, like, stacked with dirt and stuff, I'll lift the tray, tap, tap, tap. whatever.
Yes.
Or if it's just a bunch of leaves, like, in, like, the runway area, I'll just push them out the sides, whatever. But filled with dirt?
Well, that's
Why?
wild. Yeah. I like to pick up the tray and, like, physically with a gloved hand remove whatever and, like, do the tap, tap, tap thing. Have you seen the people with, like, the brush? Mm-hmm. And I don't like that because I feel like there's a lot of airborne shit. I don't like that, personally.
I try not, if it's, like, a whole bunch of, like, there was one that literally had a little nest in the corner, like, hiding next to the, contract blocks. I'm like, what, trying to make a home next to your new food? Yeah, good job, buddy.
Right.
But, yeah, like, I took its nest out, threw it in my little doggy poop bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, all the rest of the stuff that was in there, I did the little tap to get it out, put the tray back, whatever. But no, like, that whole, like, brushing and everything's going everywhere. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't like the airborne stuff, especially with everything in the headlines right now. With, you know.
Oh, God.
We're not going to go there.
We're definitely not going there.
You know that I add anyone to my Facebook who's in our industry. There are so many posts of, I work in the industry and this is like a thing and blah, blah, blah. But it's...
I've seen so many that are like,
is
so
there
a
rare.
vaccine for the hantavirus?
Oh my God.
Like, just,
Stop. Stop.
like, I'm not even gonna go, I'm not answering that.
Nope.
Just go away.
Yep.
And like I told the council earlier, I will give everybody their one explanation. If they're like, oh my God, we need, you know, disinfected and blah, blah, blah. I will give everybody their one explanation. And if they still insist, fine, you're paying for disinfection. I'm not going to sit and argue with you for 45 minutes over anything like that. I will give you your explanation and your facts, and if you still want it, you're paying for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the service industry.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so I commented on another page, but I thought of another. Huge German roach problem in an apartment. Only suspend polyzone and one gel bait had been used for 2 years straight. Oh my God, that hurt my head. So of course they were resistant, and there was beta version. Yeah, that's what'll happen.
Yeah.
Of course the tenant was using Raid, and wouldn't clean.
Nah.
Food everywhere. Pile of dead roaches under the fridge. I'm talking about a stack close to 1 inch high.
Ew.
Oh my God.
Okay, alright.
The roaches basically ruined an outlet and could have caused a fire and went into the surrounding units. My first visit using Boractin, a different gel bait, Gentrol point source, wiped out probably half the population in 2 weeks. Long story short, didn't have access to a HEPA vacuum. Took about 2 months to get rid of the problem because of the raid, and they were cannibalizing the others. I saw it, and there were probably 50-ish Uthika that hatched and throughout every single room for 4 weeks due to the raid and sanitation issues in every room. I hate it. I hate it. I hate everything about that. Besides what he did. Besides what he did. But you can't. This is why you rotate your chems, people.
Yes, absolutely.
Rotation. Especially for fucking 2 years, and you didn't possibly think, hey, maybe I should try something different. Like, I know some of the big box companies, and even some of the smaller companies, you're told what to use, and where to use it, and how much.
And when.
Yeah. And that's all you can do. You're not allowed to do anything else. But at that point, you really got to advocate for that person.
Yeah.
Like, something needs to change.
Yeah.
What do you say? Yeah, 2 years of suspend polyzone and only one kind of bait? Dude, I change my baits up almost every time I go back.
Yeah.
It's like,
in my experience, the big box allowed me to pick and choose the products I wanted to use, and they gave me a good span of products. But it was Donnie and Marie that told me when and I could and couldn't use what and what. Like, I didn't know Termidor existed until I left Donnie and Marie. And per season, they would give us a bottle of product.
Ooh.
So spring was Suspend Polyzone. I think the fall, winter was Tempered. Oh, I can't remember what summer was. It was something, but yeah, like, yeah. And you would go to a callback for ants, but you would have the same product you just used 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But it was all you had.
Yeah, what the fuck's the point of that is right then? It's like, okay, I'll just put down more of the same thing?
Yeah, and I did because I had no education to know to do otherwise. I was just like, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Ugh.
And throw some granules on it, like, bruh. No. I always see doofuses from other companies drilled all the way across the garage door. Oh no, when doing a treatment and laugh. That's a termite thing.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
I'm going, I literally drilling through the door, right?
Yeah, so like we're supposed to drill at least every 12 inches or whatever. And you're not supposed to go across the garage door because the garage door is not a wall.
Yeah.
It's a door.
Yeah.
There's no wood there.
Okay, I understand. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense.
So, yeah, but yeah, if I saw that, I would probably laugh because that's such a newbie thing. Because you're
you're just thinking keep going every 12.
Yeah,
or whatever
you get trained and you get licensed and stuff. But like, thankfully, I've never done that. I've done, everybody's done their thing where they have to learn the hard way, but that's not one thing I had to learn the hard way. I got that one.
Oh, God. Let's see. Oh, one night we went to this local Asian establishment. As our waitress came to our table, I could smell the roaches on her. Not the place itself, just her. Left my card on the table when we left. Oh.
Fair.
Yeah,
Good
it's not
idea.
a joke, man. Smelling roaches on people is a legit thing, and if you
It
can
is.
smell them on them, they've got it bad at home.
Yeah.
Bad.
It is wet cardboard. Yeah.
Yes.
100%. Been out of the industry for over a year. Just getting back into it. Been working at a gas station for the past year, and their pest control guy is a very nice man, but he barely does pest control. Skips half the 10 cats every service, and as far as I know, never replaced the baits in the exterior stations. I basically took over checking. They were always empty. Ooh. I ended up picking up the dead mice in the basement, which horrified everyone. But, it's gotta be done. Thrilled to be back in the industry, though.
Well, welcome
Who was
back.
that?
I don't
Who was
remember. I don't honestly remember.
It's two different ladies.
I know who it is. Yes, it is a lady.
Is it a lady?
It is a lady.
Is it the M or the C?
The C.
Okay, that's
Yes.
what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I didn't know she came
Okay.
back. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome
that's
back
what's
to
up.
the industry.
Right?
We're happy to have you.
Yep. That's what's up.
I knew she'd eventually be back.
Right.
Pest control life is for her.
It always
It
calls.
just is.
It
It
always
really kind of does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it kind of,
'Cause-
like, I haven't been out of it, minus, like, when I broke my foot, and even then, I was out for, like, 4 weeks, and I'm like, I need to do something.
Yep. I left it twice. I worked for Green X,
Hey,
and then, I worked for Donnie Marie.
there you go.
I worked for Donnie Marie. And then I went and did Greenhouse Pests, and then I came back, and then I went and worked at a factory, and then I came back, and then I went and worked at another factory, and then I came back. And now I'm back forever.
Forever.
Y'all ain't getting rid of me now. Like,
We
I've
need
realized.
you anyways.
Exactly. I've realized this is the calling.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. At this point, I'm just going to work for Trio forever until I end up owning my own business.
Well, I mean, I did, like I told Brad earlier, Trio's aging down now.
Yeah, I know.
I know,
Oh
he's
my
like, well,
God.
we can't really age forward anymore.
We have a 75-year-old working with us. If we age forward anymore, we'll have a fucking
95-year-old.
yeah. It'll just be like, hey, I'm here to kill your bugs.
Where's them old bugs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I loved working with Dale, our 75-year-old, because he'll come to an account and be like, "Hey, it's the Bug Man." That was like his catchphrase, and it was so cute. It was so cute. Hey, it's the Bug Man. It's the Bug Man. Never said his name. Hey, it's Bug Man.
Okay, I mean, it works.
Just the Bug Man. Yep. It's great.
So just to throw some more randomness into it, SpenglerArt.com. Boom! I remembered my Tumblr. Oh my! Look, I actually used my Tumblr today. It was like
That's what's up.
10:30 this morning and already like 70 degrees. I'm like, fuck this bullshit. I need some iced
Tumblr.
coffee.
Yeah.
Iced coffee for the win. And well, hours after I'd finished it, Kyra decided to steal my ice because she also made iced coffee. But it wasn't in a Tony Spengler tumbler, and her ice melted.
Ha. Exactly.
SpenglerArt.com. You can get these beauties. Okay, well, you don't have to get us. You can get whatever you want. But
Yeah,
this is
right.
us. This is the Pestrogen Podcast. And
Woo.
actual photos of me and Jenny. And cute little mouse.
I cute.
And then AI photos of me and Jenny as cute little meese.
our little niece.
Our little meeses.
Yes.
Go to SpenglerArt.com, check out what they got, get a hold of Tony Spengler if you want something different. He'll hook you up. He's got all the hookups to what you want. Pesticide labels. I saw that he's doing Redesco ones now for people who want one of those. Anything you can think of, if you got a nice clean picture of a label, he can slap it on there for you. I've seen him do it. Well, not personally, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Go to SpenglerArt.com. Go get you something cool.
Yes. If you did a product label, what one would you choose?
God, I think I know which one you would choose, just because you've said it
Yeah.
like a bajillion times. I don't know. If I went off of like probably the product that I've used the most, I'd probably have to do a fast cap label. Mm-hmm. Just because,
That's what's up.
like all of our initials, we always start with fast cap because usually it's fucking spiders.
It's so nice.
But it's
Yeah.
Oh, it works so amazing.
It
And
does.
yes, a lot of people are like, don't use it for exteriors because
It's
so expensive.
expensive.
It does the job.
Expensive. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
And like I said, like we
I love
use
it.
it on pretty much every one of our initials. Your initials are usually, or your startups, whatever your company calls them, they're usually higher priced anyways because you're doing a lot of work then. Just price it appropriately.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to
I
worry
love
about it. No,
Yes.
yes, it is a little bit more expensive than like Suspend. Especially SC, I believe is the cheaper one.
I ain't got no callbacks on it, so
Yeah.
it's
I've had-
panning out.
The only
Like-
bitching I've had from, fast cap is that the spiders went inside. My bad. Or I always tell everybody, I said you're gonna watch the spiders drop. I said and they always stop right about here, in your eye level. So it doesn't matter if they fell from the first floor eave or the fourth floor eave. They stop right here in your eye level. Terribly sorry about that. And if it's insane, like after we treat and we're already seeing them drop, we will literally go back around and web it one more time just to get them down. We've had to do it.
Yeah.
But most of the time people are like, oh no, it's fine. I'll just take my broom and wipe them away. Okay.
Yeah. That's very applicable to like lakeside houses from where Midwest area. I know you're coastal, but like that's lakeside. It's like raining fucking spiders everywhere.
Well, we have a lot of lakes here too. I literally have a lake in the middle of my fucking city.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then there's a few more outside. We have a city maybe 10 miles north of us called Lakeside.
Oh, wow.
And in the middle of it is a lake called 10 Mile Lake.
Damn.
And I have a house out there that I do. And yes, the constant complaint is spiders. And I'm going, you're in between a lake and the woods. They're gonna be here. I can't sit out here every day, which, I mean, I will. I'll sit in your fucking hot tub and hang out.
Right?
No, it's a beautiful house, but I'm like, I've finally gotten her to understand that seeing some spider web and stuff like that, it's gonna happen. And she does rent it out as an Airbnb, so it's usually the people that rent it that are like, no, there's spider webs. Like, I don't want to hear about it.
Right.
Like, if they're having active ants while they're there, sure, I'll come deal with them. But some spider webs outside, go away.
Right. Absolutely.
Do you guys have any lakeside houses that you do with Trio?
I think in Indianapolis we do, and in Fort Wayne I have some suburban homes that have like ponds in the middle, which reminds me of like Cheese Dad home, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I know Fort Wayne area has lakes and stuff. I haven't serviced those areas yet, quite yet, but I have in previous of my career, like Lake St. Mary's around Ohio and all that stuff, and I just know what it's like with the fucking spiders. It's just constant. They like literally fly in on the wind. Mm-hmm. They'll catch their web and just fucking fly in, and it's awful.
No, I had to explain it to a client because they're like not understanding where all the spiders are coming from. So I had to explain it that they were flying in. I said, think of them as little paratroopers. Just whee!
Yeah, I've seen it before, and I'm just like, oh my god. And that's where I like doing year-round pest control, because there was sometimes working on Lake St. Mary's in Ohio where I would show up in January and I would be still cleaning up spider webs from the last time. Mm-hmm. Like of what built up between then, like the fall to then. And clients would be like, oh my god, why are you here in January? Like, to check on rodents and to clean up whatever mess happened in between it getting this frigid.
Right.
So.
It does happen.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But, yes. So, this was a super random episode.
Very random. Random stories, random guest appearances. We totally didn't know that was going to happen.
Totally not. Nope.
Thank you, Brandon, for joining us.
Yes. Rando Brando.
Rando Brando.
Love it. Yes.
Oh, God.
Anything else?
Yeah, I was like, do you have any more randomness to add today? I do not either.
Yep.
On behalf of the Pestrogen Podcast, I would like to thank you once more for joining us for another episode. And remember to go out and kick some ass.
Go out and kick some ass. Bye. And thank you for joining us for another episode of Pestrogen Podcast. You can find us on any streaming service.
Follow us on all our social medias at Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. Don't forget to join us again next week for another episode. And go out and kick some ass.
Go out and kick some ass.